let's try a little B-stall action. I'm literally gonna fold the wing like a hot dog and free fall.
So I got another new wing. So in one of my previous videos, I unboxed an Ozone Spider 3 20 meter, did a first impressions video about it. And in that video, I talked a little bit about how I became a dealer for Ozone. Now, in becoming a dealer for Ozone, I feel like it's kind of my responsibility to go through every single wing, own it, fly it, do a first impressions video, and a full comprehensive review. So that's what I'm gonna do with this little guy. And this little guy is a Mojo Power 2 24 meter. Unlike the Spider 3 where I was at the upper end of the weight range, this glider is actually appropriately sized for me. At this point, I have 5 wings in the truck and 2 more in the shed. So the Mojo is the beginner of beginner wings. It's an A-rated glider. It's the glider you'll likely take your very first flight on. Many savvy student pilots have said the phrase of, I want a glider, but I don't want a glider that I'm gonna outgrow in 2 months. While I understand the want to progress and get on something faster and more efficient, I don't think there is any outgrowing a Mojo. Frankly, getting this Mojo is pretty much the most exciting wing I've gotten in a while. There's something about flying a Mojo, it's just so easy, so stable, so slow and relaxed. I've seen a lot of people posting about this new winter edition Red Bull. Finally got one. First impression, so-so. It's supposed to be like blue raspberry. I'm not the biggest fan of blue raspberry, but I don't really like it in general, but I'll drink it. With this being a first impression video, here's some first impressions. I just unboxed or unbagged the Ozone Mojo Power 2, and I made an interesting discovery. First impressions, I'm pulling out the risers, and I'm like, this looks different. So Ozone wings normally have one or several white lines, sometimes red lines, and normally the neutral position is like in the middle. That's how it is on my free ride. But I'm looking at this trimmer and I'm like, that doesn't have any lines. And then I flipped the trimmer around and I noticed that there was this malleon in here that basically doesn't let the trimmer come out at all. So I consulted the manual, and as I expected, that malleon is forcing the riser to be in a trimmed, slow, neutral position until you take the malleon off, then you can unlock your trimmers. And like I've told you guys in previous videos, I just became a dealer. If you want to get any of these wings, hit me up, info@tuckergott.com. But at the same time, I want to tell you both the positive and negative things. And I have to say, the new trim limiter system, I'm not a huge fan of. I understand there's probably like a good legal reason behind it or something. It's keeping it at the safest certified position. But I mean, I don't really want to have to use a wrench and take it off and everything. Honestly, I don't have a wrench here with me today, so I won't be able to play with the trimmers, but at the end of the day, what can you do? You take the thing off and then it's normal.
Mate. In classic Mojo fashion, she is slow, she's nice and stable, really safe, and just easy to fly. One of the gripes I would say I had about the original Mojo was that the launch could be a little bit challenging in the inflation and getting it all the way over your head aspect. Today I had a little bit of wind and I felt no issue, but that's definitely something I'm going to be investigating with this wing in the full review. Stock, completely stock right now. My trims are locked up. My brakes are really, really long. You can see where I get pressure is like level with my carabiners, and I can pull literally down to my knee. I'm touching my knee to get the wingtip to the horizon, just because the brake lines are really long. Oh, migratory geese! Hello, migratory geese! They're headed south. So yes, I can pull all the way down to my knee, but that doesn't mean the wing's not maneuverable. It just means that the brakes are really long. I will shorten them up for the full review. Okay, now into some of the fun stuff. What makes the Mojo so special? A lot of it has to do with its just passive safety. Collapse-wise, it just wants to fly. It wants to reinflate and fly and send you on your merry way. So let's pull some big ears. Mojo don't care. Let's try a little asymmetric collapse. Mojo don't care. Look, I'm literally flying on less than half of my wing in a straight line. Okay, let's try a little frontal action. Mojo don't care. Let's try a little B-stall action. I'm literally going to fold the wing like a hot dog and free fall. We are currently in free fall, descending, and our wing looks like a hot dog. Mojo don't care. So I'll put a disclaimer on here. I wouldn't suggest you just go out and try maneuvers like this willy-nilly. I've spent a decent amount of time flying Mojo. I used to have one that Jacqueline flew a lot, and I did a whole SIV on a Mojo. But I mean, there's still some risk involved in pulling collapses. So overall concluding thoughts on my very first test flight of the Mojo Power 2. Here's the thing. The Mojo is not the wing that's going to win an Icarus cross-country race. It's not the wing that's going to win a slalom competition. But it is likely the wing that you will take your first steps into the sky under. Did that sound deep? When you're taking off for the first time and you're scared, your brain is pegged out and you don't know your ups from your downs and your lefts from your rights, this is the wing you want to be under to keep you safe. And even if you're not a beginner, it's a fun glider for an advanced pilot to just get on and throw around. Look at that. You just gotta freaking punch her.
All right, so Jeff's taking up the legendary Mojo Mobile. He looks like a student pilot. You know what's funny? I didn't mention, most Ozone wings, including the old Mojo, had 4 colors. The new one, they reduced to 3, and I actually kind of like it. I think it looks a little nice, new. It's something fresh. Your new daily driver?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's very responsive for an A-wing.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell because you have to, like, I literally touched my knee, but I mean,
Yeah.
it felt good.
If you shorten the brake lines up, I think it'd be a little better, you know,
Yeah, better on the
for a little
flare.
more authority. But yeah, it's really responsive. Feels so safe.
Yeah. So I had a lot of fun test flying the brand new Mojo Mobile. Look forward to the full review probably within the next couple months when I get more time on the wing, where I'll be taking that malleon off, opening up the trimmers, adjusting the brake lines, really getting a feel for the wing in all conditions. I have a feeling that the inflation is going to be better. As I was packing up the wing, I noticed some pretty dramatic design changes in the leading edge, which I'll be showing in the full review. But overall thoughts, pros, I feel like it's slightly improved in all aspects, the handling, the flare, and hopefully the inflation. I know it's one of those things, like I said in the Spider review, everyone says, oh, it is better, it is good. I truly felt like it was a little bit improved compared to my previous time on the original Mojo. Now, the one gripe I have, like I mentioned, is that malleon on the trimmers. As I said, I'm sure there's a legal reason. The only practical reason I can think of putting it there is for a school to put a student up on it and make sure that they can't open the trimmers. But my thought on that is if you can't trust a student pilot not to mess with the trimmers, they probably shouldn't be flying a paramotor. At the end of the day though, you take your wrench, you unscrew it, you take it off, throw it in the trash, whatever you want to do with it, and you're back to basically square one. Before we end this one, we did just do a restock on some of the most popular designs at Risky Biscuits Co. So check out the first link, or actually the second link in the description for that stuff. The first link will be to the Ozone Mojo product page on my web store. If you're looking to get a Mojo, a Spider, or any other Ozone paramotor wing, and you enjoy my videos, you enjoy my impressions on those wings, hit me up and I can get you set up with them. Any questions you have, I'll do my best to answer. Anyways, till the next episode, have fun, fly safe, peace.